Okay, shoes. Taran Rose is the designer responsible for the suede and leather ankle boot called the Babson. So check this out. Once, $217. Suede. Visit them because, like I said, $10. But this is what they look like. So a real easy shoe to put on. No worry about laces. Zip them up. Let your boot cut pant go over them. And the boot cut pant really is perfect with them, hence the name, right? And then you've got that beauty. I feel arch support. I did not mention that. Good thing I climbed into them, but I should have told you the whole idea of Taran Rose is not just luxury, suedes and leather, not just cushion and padding, but there is also built-in contoured arch support. $21 brings them home on Easy Pay. And the good thing about shoes on, even though you didn't see my shoes, I felt like doing beauty. I needed to be in the heels for my last show. But like, this is me at home. Kids are outside. We're always running around. We're doing all kinds of things. I do flip-flops until the snow comes. And then yay, Pam does too. And then I'm going to be in my boots. This would tuck into my Kookaburra by UGG. So I'm in that petite inseam. The petite measurement is 27 inches on that inseam. If you're even shorter than me, the great part about a jogger, or if it gets hot one day in the fall, you can zhuzh them. Pam, are you in the tall? Yes. All right, Pam's in that tall, oh, sorry, regular, right? I love the simplicity of like, hey, I'm home. Oh, time to go back out. I love a mule. But this one is how you do it in the winter, how you'll do it for, and go and get all the things you need. Or heck, let's just do breakfast, lunch, and dinner because we're feeling so good in these little mule shoes from Rika. So they are indoor and outdoor. If you prefer to be in shoes when you're in your home or someone else's, they're lightweight, they're comfortable. When it's time to take them off, you just slide right out because they've got that low back to them, but they're filled with Rika technology and with the most, that's my word for metallic. Luminiferous. I'm going to take off my luminiferous sneakers. Hey, now I'm going to put on my animal print winter boot. Oh my gosh, what is that noise?
Gosh. I'm sorry, my husband is cooking, and so it does not seem like it's going well.
What is he making?
Right. He's all right. He's making chicken.
Burnt chicken.
Hopefully it's not burnt.
Well, if you need to evacuate, you just let us know. You start running and we'll just keep shopping.
You guys might want to turn my mic off for a little bit if it's.
No, we like it. We feel like pink kind of blush color when you get them home. All right, slip-on styles. Gotta love them. Oh, gosh, that feels good. So why don't I keep one of each on? So this is our today's bonus buy, right? We're all feeling Italian-inspired. We're thinking very like town and country, New York City, Upper East Side, like, you know, just pure class act. And that's why I styled my little $26 snake print tee with the blazer and that shoe. This is the perfect mixture, and I'll put the other one on now, of like a little bit more leisure, a little bit more casual, but without feeling athletic. As soon as you get laces involved, that's when you start to look more athleisure, more athletic. You take those laces off, and any kind of slip-on shoe works easier with our everyday fashion. Not that you couldn't wear these with leggings, but if you want to look like, you know, dressed up for the gal's night out, but be in a comfy sneaker, perfect shoe. And you know, Skechers is filled with technology and quality. I don't know if we have any like into the shoe. In fact, now I'm thinking maybe I should take one off and just kind of show you the inside. Oh my gosh. Like, it's almost like a spring. I'm just kind of, the clog came back. It was everywhere. And one of the nicest ways to buy it, to wear it, was this whole idea of the fur. Now, sometimes it's faux fur, like in this case, so we can do $56 instead of 3 digits. Sometimes it's the real deal. I'm going to take mine off real quick so that you can really see what I'm wearing. Not just faux fur trimmed around my ankle, but faux fur all inside that shoe. It's on your upper, it's on the footbed. I mean, it is so cuddly, so soft, and so wonderful. So if you're walking in snow, nope, not the right shoe for you. If you're cleaning off the driveway.
This is real suede leather, nothing fake here at all. It's water repellent. That means we treated it for you. You don't have to do a thing. The whole thing is super flexible and yummy, weighs less than a pound. It has the lace up back. So if you want to undo that to put it on, you sure can. I personally don't need to. I can slip my foot right into it. You're seeing that little faux fur, I'm sorry, it's a wool blend collar at the top. So it's poly and it's wool, nothing scratchy or itchy there. There's 2 inches of that on the inside. And just look at the detail, the beauty, that whip stitching over top of that full rubber sole, the piping that you see in that real suede leather. I mean, this is a boot that you are going to have and use and wear for a long time. And I have the blush next to the sand because I wanted to be able to see the comparison in the color.
Oh, thank you. So that's blush in Anne's hand, sand on Anne's foot. I'm also wearing sand tonight. Why don't we run to .com? I'll show you the other choices. You don't have to treat these. They already arrive at your door. Water repellent.
You want to do with it.
Oh, they are so nice. So I'm wearing a small. I should probably be in an extra small, so they might not be as baggy on you, but I need to get into the higher size so that I can keep my leggings on and climb into these. If I can help, though, with the inseam, stare at my ankle. The inseam measurement is 29 inches. I'm 5'2½". So now, granted, this one is kind of zhuzhed up, but like even pulling them down, they're not too long. And the joy of a jogger is they're allowed to kind of gape and gather around the ankle, or you just kind of tuck them up and play with them, depending on how you want to style them. I mean, I don't know what you're doing, whether it's like a race home from work and cook a quick dinner to get kids out the door for sports, or you're retired and it's lounge all day, or it's weekends where like you don't want to wear tight jeans, you just want to wear comfy clothes, and there are so many things to do. I just think we all deserve these, no matter what phase of life we are in, Katrina. Even gift them at this under $25 price to the teenagers in our life, because if they see anything with the word UGG in it, they're going to say, Grandma, you're so cool. How did you know?
It's so true. I mean, that's the greatness of gifting something like Hula by UGG. It's the quality, it's the name brand they know and love.
All inseam options. I'm 5'2½". If you know me, you probably said that out loud with me just then, right? If you don't know me, I'm a shorty, 5'2½". So I always tend to go with the petites, unless I like want a tall trouser to wear with heels. This petite inseam is 24 inches. It would show my ankle if I was wearing like, you know, a ballet flat or a sneaker. But in the boot, you had no idea what was going on in there, right? So I tell you that because when I share these next inseams with you, if you would typically go with the regular, which is 27 inches, in all fairness, it is really, really limited right now. So I'm going to tell you what my friend Jen's going to do. She is 5'6", and she always buys that regular inseam. But this time of year, she always wears her leggings tucked into a boot. And she wants to wear these $15, more glamorous, more upscale, more elevated, just kind of different and fun leggings with a boot. So she's going to buy the tall inseam. The tall inseam is 30 inches. And then she might have a little bit more fabric, and it might not show her ankle the way they were normally intended to do. They're going to be full length on her, but she doesn't care. So I'm telling you guys this because I know how limited the regular 27-inch inseam is. And I'm encouraging you to either go with a shorter one and show more ankle, and when they're tucked into boots, it doesn't even matter, or go with the taller inseam and maybe show less ankle. But again, if they're tucked into boots, what does it even matter, right? The whole idea is that they're $15. And if you live in leggings, how do you make them look different, right? I mean, this look, this whole idea of like faux leather and shiny and metallic jogger silhouette. Again, I just felt like doing a boot tonight. It's cold, it's dark outside, but it's that like traditional jogger silhouette. I went with the regular. If you want them to fit where they should, then go with the petite if you're my height, which is 5'2". and a half, but truly like wrap your presents in them, bake your cookies in them. But then if somebody wants to go out and you just want to be in like comfy, sweatery, wintry fabrics, this would be so nice to have on and be seen in. But with that price point, brand new, $31, making them 50% off, do $400 in the tall. And you know, I'm gonna take my shoes off, Lori, only to show everybody we love this denim, but this interesting new skinny fit is everything to me. A regular skinny jean is this. It's like real tight. I mean, some of us can't even get our ankle in it. This is what you're calling an easy skinny jean.
It's easy all the way from the knee down too. So if you have an athletic calf, it's sort of nice. And I think when you have that cotton rich, real Americana denim, it's nicer. You can't really do it so tight around the ankle. I'm not sure why you would even necessarily want to, unless you just like to wear a lot of, boots, but you can still tuck this in. Also, Amy, the rise on this is a little bit higher.
Okay.
It's not a high rise, but do you notice it comes up just right about to your belly?
And with yours being such nice quality and such a unique style, we'll appreciate this silky denim. And then just, I'll take my boot down. These are coming up in Fashions Night In. But just to help you all with the silhouette, they are more of that, like, hits you around the ankle skinny. I did the petite. Did you do the regular cord?
I did the regular. Yep.
Okay.
And I've got a little heel on. I would honestly say get both if you really like it, or you could go either way, and you can kind of see. I'll put my leg next to Amy so you can see.
My feet stink. I'm sorry, honey.
No, they don't. I would smell it already. They don't.
Thank you.
I'm really like a good sense for stinky feet, so you don't have them.
A lot of talent.
It's just one of my many talents. But you can see how. Yeah, they're just a little bit longer, but I think yours are really nice for boots right now, and yours would be really nice with like flip-flops.
Yes,
coming up, and sneakers.
That's 25 inches, whereas Court's wearing the 28 inches, and then there is a tall. Ronnie was probably in those, but she just left us because it's time for the pigs and the dogs and the cats and the elephants. But the tall inseam, if you need it, 31 inches. Throw them in the washing machine, put them in the dryer. But if you don't have great jeans, I feel like jeans are backcourt. Like it was lounge, and nothing but lounge. And now we need our denim again.
I think, too, this has been the year.
Into boots, Koolaburra by UGG, Combat, snowy boots, rainy boots. It doesn't matter. But, black just sold out. Black is gone. So gray, olive, blue, or taupe. I went with the regular inseam. If you didn't hear the story earlier, I'm 5'2½". I could easily wear the petite, but I really needed this blue in my life tonight. And sample-wise in the studio, we only had the blue and the regular. But that's the joy of a jogger. If you aren't sure how they're going to fit, you could be 6 foot and buy the petite or the regular and show ankle. Who cares? If you're under 5'2", under 5 foot, 4'9", 4'10", and you want to get the regular or the petite, it doesn't matter. They can zhuzh and gather around the ankle. They're never going to hit the floor. If you want, you can even always, roll them up. I mean, they really are so versatile and so easy. The fabric that makes them look and feel like cashmere, 80% rayon, 17% polyester, and 3% spandex. I like that you can pull them up higher. You can tie them, but honestly, you can take them down without tying them. And then you've got that great pocket there, clean in the back. But at this point, 600 orders placed tonight. I'm in the heather blue. This is the heather gray, heather olive, black sold out, and now taupe is last call. But you have to go now. There's 2 different inseams. I'm going to take my combat boot off.
Oh, okay.
If that's not a look for you, you do the sneaker. If your look is I'm staying home and I'm doing slippers, do the slipper. But I went with the regular tonight only because I really fell in love with this blue color, and they only had the regular and the blue here in the studio. So that means at 5'2½", this is what the 28-inch inseam looks like on me. But this is probably, if I zhuzh it up a little bit, what the 26-inch petite inseam would have looked like on me. So the joy of a jogger is you can't go wrong, Beth. If they're a little too short to show ankle, great. If they're a little longer and they drape more, who cares, right?
Exactly. So I'm 5'7", and I wear the extra small in that regular 28-inch inseam also. And for me, it is the perfect.
So this is what the regular looks like at 5'2½", and I don't mind having that little extra gather around the ankle, and then I just slid
No, it looks really cool, actually.
Yeah, you don't mind it, right?
Yeah.
And then I took that beautiful Ms. Moose, I got it easily into that boot, and then just kind of zhuzhed the legging. And then again, that flat waistband, that is what is saving me today, because trick or treat. I'm grateful that it's like a whole week now.
Yes.
When we were going to go out and have a little bit more fashion sense, that slit will do it for you. And I just think it looks so darling when you have sneakers on with this particular style. I also wore the heck out of my Ponzi Spanx leggings last year with my winter boot. Like not this kind of stylish, more fashion forward over the knee boot, but like a furry walk through the snow, winter boot and hoodies. That was like one of my go-to outfits when we were living through the winter last year. So again, I'll just remind you, suck in power. But you guys don't, oh, thanks. I'm gonna tell you what Miss Shonda said in just a second. You guys don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm sucked in too much. It feels, stand next to each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can faux wear them. We don't always bring the 6 in. We have it available.
Yes.
It's 5 through 12. Whole and half. It is medium and wide width, but we don't stock in my size 6 to wear on television.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put the 7 on, and we're just going to go with it. But what I was going to say is we all have denim on. You know, denim these days really works for the restaurants and the parties, the modern girl wearing denim. But, you know, if you're considered more of a classic and you know you're going to be in a slack, a downright dress pant on the 25th, you're going to wear stockings and a skirt, these would be beautiful. At this point, Sean, you said over 500 orders placed, over 600. So here's the wine. We have 1,000 only to go around. Leopard on Susan. Gosh, they're cute. There's at least 750 to go around. And then in Susan's hand, the black combination, we have that one as well. 1,500 to go around. First look happening right now. They will be there by the 25th to wear that day if you have plans. Whoever decided that the trend of flat shoes was back this year, whether it's a loafer or, although I'll go join Jackie, whether it's a loafer or a ballet flat, it's so nice when flat shoes are the stylish shoes to wear. And I swear these are like extra kind to your feet. Maybe it's also the toe shaped area. So instead of being like a pointy triangle, pointed toe ballet flat, you can see it has a little bit more of an oval shape. And then Jack, honestly, I can't quite figure out what this design is. Not that you have to. Like maybe I'm just into shapes tonight because our today's special value has hearts on it. But it reminds me of, have you ever worn overalls? And you had to click the little thing in. Yeah, I used to love wearing overalls, but it did take me a long time to figure out how that little clicky thing worked. And I don't think it helped me when going to the bathroom. I'm just going to say that. But then as I got older and I wasn't a kid anymore, I was like, oh, I got this. I understand this now. But it reminds me of that. I mean, it's all one piece, but it looks like a little bit of an overall clip there.
And when you can wiggle your toes, it's good.
Oh, and Jack goes, and if you can wiggle your toes in a shoe, and we can here, it's good. Yes. And then there's just a tiny, and I do mean a tiny bit of a heel height. It's just a ½ an inch here. They look really good with the heart jeans. They do. They certainly do. And the today's special value. I mean, the whole look is just really kind of very all-American classic. And if heels don't get involved in your life, they don't have to. But I would recommend then at least a little bit of hardware on your flat because it gives you a little bit more of that edge I'm always talking about with fashion. The navy is a really cool combo. So if you do the navy that Jackie and I are wearing, that's gunmetal on the hardware there.
That's great.
Yes, and that's why you can do all the blacks and the blues together. Jackie and I both like that.
We do.
All right, and then come back over to the table. I'll show you tan and I'll show you black. So here's the tan choice. And if you buy the tan, expect a golden colored hardware to it. And t-shirts and our NYDJ jean that I have on that's so popular. If you have pantyhose on or tights, you can wear that with this shoe. Again, later on, we'll have our turtlenecks on and our sweaters on and it'll still work. So chocolate brown is what I have on.
In your wardrobe, it's classic, it doesn't go out of style, and it's ageless. So it's really something that all of us have in our wardrobe. But the ballet flat normally is just that, it's flat.
Yes.
And so you are going to walk around and feel everything under your foot, which is exactly what we do not want. So here we're putting that same Vionic technology. It is American Podiatric Medical Association seal of approval, which is tremendous, and each and every shoe has to have that individually. And the flat gets it because we're giving you that support that you need. So you're still getting that beautiful deep heel.
They will be there before the 25th to wear to that important day. I love that you can practically pay over time, but it's a look that will be in your closet and in your wardrobe for years. A ballet flat will never go out of style, and this one made even nicer thanks to the bow detail, the combo of snake or in some cases herringbone. But I do want to make sure everybody understands the extra benefit of shopping Vionic, because if you are the hostess but you don't plan on being barefoot that day or wearing slippers that day, you want to look really nice and polished for the family photo, this is the shoe to get, because whether you're standing doing dishes or stirring and checking the oven or constantly like on your feet, because anytime somebody needs something, it falls upon you, you have to get Vionic support.
Absolutely, because, you know, really we walk on these surfaces all day that we're not meant to walk on. So, you know, all the tile and the wood floor.
Remember, he sat down. You don't have to sit down to get into these. You don't need to even use hands to get into these.
Right.
So you just put your foot in them. It's like a little magic moment, and you slip right into them.
Boom.
It worked.
And don't worry about like pushing too hard or ever messing up the heel.
You can't hurt
'Cause
them.
These were created to do that. Unlike the shoes that our kids try to put on when they're still laced and then they squish down the back, that will never happen with this because this is hands-free technology from Skechers made to do that.
Wow. All right, so let's start at the beginning because this is like an education on shoes presentation.
This one is
There's
really
so much
cool.
technology. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, so, well... Oh, I know.
Whether it's a pump or a sneaker,
It's about
you know,
as
that's
easy
that
as a
backless shoe. This goes on the way a backless shoe would go on, but more cushion, more support. So
Right.
we don't have to sit down.
Nope.
I don't have to get a bungee or even bend over. I'm just going to slip in to the shoe. You can touch the back of it,
But
and
then
you
you're
don't
not
crush it, you
falling
don't
out.
hurt it. You slip
See how
in.
you're not falling out either. So you might think if you can slip in that easily, you might worry that will you slip back out? No, because of that heel pillow. It's exclusive to Skechers, and it's not bothersome.
Yeah.
It's a cushioned heel. But that's what's keeping you nice and secure inside the shoe. And then you can just see how it's flexing too. This is that Go Walk Flex that has these pillars underneath that are giving you all of that kind of multi-surface, stabilized traction. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm not going to feel like I'm, you know, I feel just like I could take on a lot right now.
She's like ready
you know what I
for
mean?
the replaying.
I think about my
Player
dog,
stance.
my big Labradoodle. He pulls me to and
Wait,
fro.
what's Labradoodle's name?
Rocco Edward Bailey.
Oh, that's such a
He has
fancy
the
name.
full name.
I love that, Rocco.
He's wonderful. He's like a 65-pound